back question for you. I'm going to let you grab a cup of coffee, a drink of coffee here. But we've got a full room today and want to hear best practices. So we talked about this path of least resistance and help the audience understand, what are some best practices when going toe to toe, so to speak, with the PBM when you're negotiating.
Yeah. So the first one is it all boils down to the contract language, and so many plan sponsors rely on their general counsel to vet and assess PBM contracts. It doesn't matter if your attorneys graduated magna cum laude from IU Law School or Purdue Law School. Wait, does Purdue have a law school? Okay. I don't know. Okay, my bad. Harvard Law School. It doesn't matter if they've not been trained on the ins and outs of managing the pharmacy benefit, specifically the cost drivers of pharmacy benefit. You're likely going to leave money on the table, and a significant amount of money on the table if they've not been trained on the cost drivers and the language within the pharmacy benefit space. And then the second one, best practices, is that discount guarantees, rebates, those are a means to an end. But plan sponsors are relying on those to determine whether or not you've gotten a fair deal from the PBM. That end is actually the pharmacy benefit manager's service fees. Now let's just spend a couple minutes on that. PBMs, our primary objective is to contain the cost of our clients. Along the way, non-fiduciary PBMs have learned how to leverage the purchasing power of unsophisticated plan sponsors to their financial advantage. And usually when I say that, it's unpopular. But trust me when I tell you, it is true. Those service fees include, again, as I alluded to earlier, manufacturer revenue, which goes far beyond just formulary rebates. Most people are unaware of the fact that administrative fees that PBMs earn from drug makers amount to more than rebate dollars. Manufacturer revenue, dispensing fees, administrative fees, and then spreads. And if you don't know what a spread is, let's clear the air on that. A spread is the difference in price between what a PBM bills a plan sponsor and what it reimburses that same pharmacy for dispensing that medication. Any difference the PBM is keeping, it's not right, and it's certainly not transparent. Those are PBM service fees. The Ohio Department of Health, actually Medicaid, just came out just a couple weeks with a report where for the first time they learned how much money the PBM was keeping for managing their pharmacy benefit. I was stunned that an organization with so many resources didn't know what they actually paid the PBM to provide the service it was hired to perform. Think about that for a second. So if I ask a plan sponsor, what do you pay for your pharmacy benefit? I'm usually going to get one of two responses. One response is going to be the pharmacy plan cost, or it's going to be, I don't know. And I actually prefer that answer. I don't know. What industry do you know of where you can hire an organization to provide a service and you don't know what you pay them to provide that service? And I'm not talking about net income. I'm not talking about EBITDA. I'm just talking about top line revenue. What do you pay them to provide the service? So if you really want to eliminate overpayments to PBMs, and if you do it, the cost savings can be tremendous, is start determining what the service fee is. Don't stop at discount rates. Don't stop at, we're going to give you 100% of rebates. Stop at, what am I paying you to provide this service? Because if the best thing that we do is we go and negotiate for our clients to get discounts, to get big rebates from drug makers. What we stink at as an industry is passing all of that savings back to our clients. The part that's not passed back is the service fee. Make sure it's fair and reasonable. That's the end, not discount rates, not rebates.
Yeah. Thanks, Tyrone.
So we're going to continue that discussion of transparency and the lack of transparency. We see that in the medical side as well. And we listed some different hospitals, the number of beds that they have in Ohio versus Indiana. We didn't name any hospitals. So we'll list them as A through K. But really looking at the number of beds that they have, the net income. But really what I want to